Assalamu alaikum, I'm back with yet another very important lesson for you today. Today we will talk about relative clauses. Sometimes they're also known as adjective clauses. Now today we will focus on relative clauses with who, which, that as the subject. So watch this video till the end. So let's get going. Well, what is a relative clause? Do you know that? Maybe some of you know that. For the rest, let me tell you. A relative clause is a group of words with a subject and a finite verb, and it can function like a single word adjective. That means it can give us more information about nouns or sometimes pronouns. Now let me give you some examples, then things will fall into place. We'll get the things even better. The first sentence, I teach the students. Here you see in this particular sentence, students is a noun. Suppose I'd like to give more information about the noun students, then I can say I teach the students who work hard. So here you see who work hard. These words give us more information about the noun students. So it's a relative clause. Now let's analyze the structure of this particular relative clause. You see the subject first, that is in this particular case who, and then comes the finite verb, that is work. And here in this relative clause, who is technically called a relative pronoun. And the rule is, when the relative pronoun is the subject of a relative clause, you can't remove it, you have to use it. So we can't say, I teach the students work hard. That would be wrong. So we have to say, I teach the students who work hard. Alright? Now we use who for somebody, students, somebody. But informally, we can use that in place of who as well. So we can say, of course, in informal English, I teach the students that work hard. Well, now let's move on to the second sentence. Well, the sentence is, I use the pen. In this sentence, you see, pen is a noun. Suppose I'd like to give a little more information about the noun pen. So I can say, I use the pen which writes well. So here, which writes well. These words give us more information about the noun pen. So it's a relative clause. Now let's analyze the structure of this particular relative clause. First, the subject, that is which, and then comes the finite verb, that is writes. So here, which is technically called a relative pronoun, and we know if the relative pronoun is the subject of a relative clause, then we can't remove it, we have to use it. So we can't say I use the pen writes well. That would be wrong. So I have to say I use the pen which writes well. Well, we use a which for something, and pen is something. But informally we can use that in place of which. So we can say, of course, informally, I use the pen that writes well. Well, let me summarize the whole thing now. A relative clause is also known as an adjective clause, and it's a group of words with a subject and a finite verb. It can give us more information about nouns or sometimes pronouns. In relative clauses, if we have, who, which, that, these words as the subject, then we can't remove these. We have to use these words in, relative clauses. And we use who for somebody and which for something, but informally we can use that for a somebody as well as something. Well, that's it. If you still have difficulty understanding, watch this video repeatedly until and unless you get the things right. If you find this lesson effective, like it, share it, subscribe to our channel and like our Facebook page as well. Please request your friends to do the same. I'll be back with more videos to help you learn English for free like that. Thanks for watching this video. Assalamu alaikum.